Hey everybody, welcome back. It is our second week in the month of November. In November, we're looking at the word gratitude, which is letting people know you see how they've helped you. It's pretty great. Last week, we looked at how there's always something we can look at and be grateful for. Always, even when the times are really dark, when days are rainy, which leads right into this week. We're looking at how you need to celebrate what God has done. And that is super important because looking back and recognizing that God has done something awesome is pretty okay. But taking time to celebrate and actually telling them that you're thankful is the second part. And that's what we're looking at today. Taking time to celebrate what God has done in our lives. So, we're making a little dancing David to help us remember what God has done in our lives. You should have already seen the Bible story today about David dancing in the street and his wife being all judgy. And David's like, no, God has done great things in my life. I need to stop and celebrate and say thank you and recognize it. And it doesn't matter what I look like or other people's opinions of me because I know God loves me. And I want him to know that I am thankful for what he's done in my life, that I have gratitude. So take your pipe cleaner. I'm using two twisted together, but that's because it's easier to see me doing the twists when you can see the two different colors. You can use one, or you can use a shoelace or anything you have in your house that's kind of bendy like this. So I'm going to take the two pieces, and at the very middle, I'm going to twist them together 2 times to make my little dancing David head. And then about an inch down, I'm going to pinch it and make little David arms. I'm going to just twist that once so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to twist it again. 2 arms. All right. And then I twist underneath the arms to make the little torso. And I don't want him to have like crazy long legs. I mean, David's not a basketball player. So I'm going to twist the ends so that they're not sharp and pointy and make it nice and soft down there. There we go. And then if you want your David to stand up, maybe make some flat feet. Uh-oh, my legs are uneven. That's okay. David can still dance. Mine doesn't stand up, but that's because I'm silly and I can't make things that stand up on their own. But maybe you can. Here is the fun thing. Keep your little dancing David. And when you see your dancing David around your room, I want you to remember to stop and take a second and think about your life and think about the things that God has done for you. Remember last week when we were talking about how there's always something to be thankful for? There's always something that God has been doing in your life that you can be thankful for. For me, I had a family. I ate meals. Most of the time 3, most of the time 4.
I was very hungry as a kid.
I had a house. And I could thank God for all of these things that he was doing in my life. I had a church that I knew that I was loved at. And even if you can't go to church, you know that people love you because we're making these videos. We're posting these videos. There's a whole team of people who are working to get the message that God loves you out to you so you can hear it and know it and recognize that you are loved. So know that God is always doing something in your life, even if you can't see it. And take time to celebrate what God has done. Remember, recognize that God has done something to help you, and then thank him. Celebrate what God has done. You don't have to dance like David did. You could say a simple prayer. You can make some art, like a little sculpture, or a painting, or crayons. There's no end of the way that you can celebrate what God has been doing in your life. And I just know that God will love to hear from you. I'll see you for the next activity.